It is not a particular area or few cell. It is collection of few gray matters, few neurons. One minute. Hello. These basal ganglia are group of gray matters, group of cells situated subendocardially, a group of nerve cells that remain subendocardially, and it looks like this. This is not a single area. Okay, this is collection of some neurons. Several neurons are there. They're situated bilaterally on both the sides of the midline, bilaterally. So these are called basal ganglia. This is part of extrapyramidal system. As you know, that pyramidal and extrapyramidal system are they are involved in what? In motor or sensory activities. Pyramidal, extrapyramidal fibers, sensory or motor activities perform motor, right? Motor activities. So similarly, this extrapyramidal system of basal ganglia is also part of extrapyramidal system. Now let's see motor system. Yes. So either this basal ganglia or the masses of gray matter situated subcortically below the cerebral cortex, and they forms a circuit. Actually, as they take part in motor activities, so a circuit is formed between the motor cortex, thalamus, and motor cortex, thalamus, and basal ganglia nuclei. This is an extensive network. Several circuits, not a single circuit is present. Several circuits is present between cerebral cortex, motor part of the cerebral cortex, thalamus, and the different nuclei of the basal ganglia. And these circuits, some of these circuits are excitatory, that excite the motor activities. Some of these circuits are inhibitory, that inhibits motor activities. So they inhibit finally. Actually, the circuit is like that. From the motor cortex, the impulses go to the basal ganglia. Basal ganglia send this to the thalamus. Thalamus then assess this and then again send it to the cerebral cortex. Then through the pyramidal tract, this cerebral cortex control the lower motor neuron. Okay, so this is a circuit. Some are excitatory and some are inhibitory. Now first see what are the components or nuclei of basal ganglia. The major three components I told you, there are group of neurons, not a single structure, but a group of neurons are there. Several nuclei are included, but major structures are corpus striatum, substantia nigra, and subthalamic nucleus of Lewis. दिखाई दे रहा है तो उनको? हाँ?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Corpus striatum, substantia nigra, and subthalamic nucleus of Lewis. Now, corpus striatum, it has got two parts, caudate nucleus and lenticular nucleus. We have already learned about the position of this caudate nucleus and lenticular nucleus while we were discussing tracts, neural tracts, because you know that all the sensory and motor tracts, they had to cross through the internal capsule while they are passing from the lower brain to the higher brain, that is from the cortical region to the cortex. They have to cross a path, a V-shaped structure, a limb of V-shaped structure. I told you this is called internal capsule. This internal capsule is the two part is made up of caudate nucleus, lenticular nucleus, and thalamus. So this corpus striatum is made up of two parts, caudate nucleus and lenticular nucleus. This lenticular nucleus is again divided into our subdivision is the globus pallidus and putamen. It has got two parts, lenticular nucleus, globus pallidus, and putamen. Next is substantia nigra. It is called substance Substantia is coming from the substance. Niagara is dark. In the brain, it is a darkened area. It's melaninated, as a melanin containing cells are there. So these are dark area is called substantia nigra. And nucleus, which subthalamic under thalamus, some nucleus under the thalamus, these are called subthalamic nuclei of Lewis. Now look at this picture. This is the thalamus. This pink area, actually this is the basal ganglia. This position in the brain is, this is the position in the brain. You see here, this pink colored area is the thalamus. This purple color is the, this is the caudate nucleus. The caudate nucleus is this, actually it is, this is this blackened mark. This is the whole structure. It is shown like this way. Actually, it is covered by this. This whole will be purple. So this is called the head of the caudate nucleus, and there is a long tail, arch-like tail that arches around the thalamus. This long tail that end in here, this is amygdala. This is amygdala. That tail ends in the amygdala. Now the head of the caudate bulges into the lateral ventricle. This head just bulges inside the lateral ventricle, and you see it lies in front of the thalamus. Its rostral too is in front of the thalamus. You see, this is caudate nucleus, and this part is the lenticular nucleus, globus pallidus, and putamen. Just it is not showing here, putamen. And below this part, blue colored structure, this is the subthalamic nucleus of Lewis. This blue color structure is subthalamic nucleus of Lewis. This is the darkened area. Actually, this is substantia nigra. So this is the structures, main components of basal ganglia. Now see here in the brain. This is the original brain, but I'm showing you to make it easier. This is thalamus. This is the head of the caudate nucleus, and this is the lenticular nucleus. This is the globus pallidus and the putamen. This is globus pallidus, and outside is the putamen. Now see, you see here a V-shaped structure is formed. This is the internal capsule. On both sides, you see these are internal. This is internal capsule. This is the anterior limb of internal capsule. This is the posterior limb of internal capsule. All the sensory and motor fibers, majority of the sensory and motor fibers run through this area. The motor fibers occupy the anterior portion of the posterior limb, and the sensory fibers occupy the posterior portion of the posterior limb. Okay. So you have already learnt about this. These are passing through the posterior limb of internal capsule. So this is the internal capsule. You can see here this structures thalamus. Can you see this? The nucleus. So the lateral ventricle, the third ventricle. You see, this is the thalamus. This is the caudate nucleus. दिखाई दे रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
देखो ये caudate nucleus है. So ये क्या होगा? ये nucleus क्या होगा? अभी ये यहाँ देख के बताओ. Putamen. This structure, putamen and globus pallidus. हाँ, तो ये दोनों की एक साथ को क्या कहते हैं? कौन सी nucleus?
Lenticular nucleus.
It's called lenticular nucleus. It's lenticular nucleus, and this is this nucleus. ये देखो. This is subthalamic nucleus of Lewis, and इसके नीचे क्या है? Substantia
Nigra. Substantia nigra.
Substantia nigra. Okay, and internal capsule is nigra. This is subthalamic nucleus, and this is the substantia nigra. And you see this V-shaped structure. This is the head of caudate nucleus. Okay, this is head of caudate nucleus. And you see this is the internal structure. So all the fibers which are coming into the thalamus, which I've seen that 10 fibers or say 10 or kya tha? The 10 temperature, etc. fibers that the second order neuron end in the thalamus in the ventral posterolateral nucleus of thalamus. From here they pass to the motor cortex. They pass to the sensory cortex. They pass to the sensory cortex through this area, through the internal capsule. Again, the same structure showing different. Clearly, this is the same structure. I'll send you this figure and so that you could easily check this. Which nucleus? Which nucleus is this? Now, corpus striatum. Corpus striatum is situated lateral and anterior to thalamus, as we have told you. Caudate nucleus and lenticular nucleus, which has got two pores, putamen and globus pallidus, and that we have already discussed. Now, let's see the functions of basal ganglia. As I have told you that basal ganglia is a part of extrapyramidal system, and you know already one of your already have said that. So extrapyramidal fiber is also involved in motor activities. So mainly motor functions, control of motor functions, control of motor functions. Now here showing the connections. Look at the connection, then just see the connection, then I will discuss. This is the cerebral cortex, particularly motor cortex. In the motor cortex, there are mainly three areas: primary motor area, supplementary motor area, premotor area, that is area 6, 6A, 4, 6, 6A. So these are the motor cortex. From the motor cortex, signals are coming to the caudate and putamen, to the lenticular nucleus. Now from the lenticular nucleus to the caudate, the cortex to from caudate nucleus to lenticular nucleus, both to the putamen and also to the globus pallidus. To the putamen and globus pallidus. So the connection is mainly coming, impulse is coming from cerebral cortex to caudate to putamen and globus pallidus. CCPG. Remember like this way. CCPG. Putamen, globus pallidus. Some of the information from here, this is the main circuit. This circuit is the main circuit. From here it goes to the thalamus. Then thalamus thalamus is getting information from this, and also thalamus, you know, is getting information from the impulse, which are sensory impulses, which are passing, ending in the thalamus. Second order neuron ends in the thalamus or pass through the thalamus. These sensory informations are also coming here. Now thalamus then assess this information and the sensory information which are coming, and then send these impulses to the motor cortex. This motor cortex then through the pyramidal tract control the lower motor neuron. Okay, and also some they also have some other connections, but this is the main connection. Now here I'll see from caudate nucleus also it goes to the substantia nigra, and substantia nigra to corpus striatum. This connection, you have to remember this connection, substantia nigra to lenticular nucleus. This is an inhibitory. When the impulse coming to the substantia nigra, and substantia nigra then inhibit the lenticular nucleus, so this activity is inhibited. Similarly, from here subthalamic nucleus and that means from cortex to the caudate nucleus and to the lenticular nucleus to the thalamus to the cortex, and this lenticular nucleus and caudate nucleus send information to substantia nigra and to subthalamic nuclei. They in turn return back the impulse to the lenticular nucleus, which then through this pathway the impulse circuit, the circuit is going on. Is it okay? Circuit understood or not?
ম্যাম আমার ডিসকানেক্ট হয়ে গেছিল নেটওয়ার্ক প্রবলেমের জন্য, একবার রিপিট করলে ভালো।
আচ্ছা দেখো, cerebral cortex or the motor cortex from the motor cortex, এটা the impulse is passing to the first caudate nucleus, then to the lenticular nucleus, lenticular nucleus to the thalamus. Then thalamus, after getting information from lenticular nucleus and from the sensory informations which are coming to the sensory, sensory neurons, it sends these impulses to the cortex. So if there is anything to control, to inhibit, this inhibition is this taking place through the cortex, through the pyramidal system. The pyramidal tract then control the lower motor neuron to control muscular activities. And a caudate nucleus and from lenticular nucleus also send information to other nucleus of the basal ganglia, whether it is substantia nigra or it is ophthalmic nucleus, ওরা আবার return করছে from here. So the connection between the thalamus and the cortex and the caudate and lenticular nucleus এর মধ্যে main circuit চলছে, বাকিটা কিন্তু through this substantia মানে caudate nucleus এর other nuclei গুলোর সাথে connection রাখছে। The main circuit টা চলছে কিন্তু between caudate nucleus, globus pallidus, thalamus and cortex. This is the main circuit. And বাকি যে circuits গুলো সেগুলো small circuits between the caudate and lenticular nucleus and other basal ganglia nucleus. Now, let's see the functions of basal ganglia. What are the functions of basal ganglia? They actually the motor activities which have already learned, they are not initiating. Actually, the motor cortex is initiating the motor activities, and basal ganglia such those activities which have already learned, but we have to perform that suppose you want to write alphabets which you have already learned, right? Okay, or you say driving. So these skills you have already learned, but basal ganglia then controls this automatic behavior. These are performed by basal ganglia. They allow you to automatically perform learned motor behavior. And from your motor memory, basal ganglia facilitates preparing the motor action and modifies your movements, posture maintain, this movement modification, posture maintain, and its role in memory retrieval. So first is muscle tone. It controls muscle tone. How? Basal ganglia inhibits GABA motor neuron of spinal cord and thus inhibit muscle tone. Actually, by its action through the cerebral cortex, you know the cerebral cortex pyramidal tract controls the lower motor neuron. You know this, that the cerebral cortex, the lower motor neuron. What are the lower motor neuron? Lower motor neuron are the spinal cord motor neuron. These are coming from alpha or gamma motor neuron. From alpha and gamma motor neuron, these neurons coming from the anterior gray to the periphery is called the lower motor neuron. And what is the main function of lower motor neuron? Lower motor neuron की function क्या है? Mainly the spinal cord motor neuron की function क्या है?
मैम फाइन मूवमेंट, सुपरफिशियल रिफ्लेक्सेस, एंड लोअर मोटर का आपका फंक्शन है इट मेंटेन्स द टोन ऑफ द मसल,
मसल टोन मेंटेनेंस. ओके, मेन फंक्शन इज मसल टोन मेंटेनेंस. कैसे मसल टोन मेंटेन करते हैं? क्योंकि ये कॉन्स्टेंटली इंपल्स सेंड करते मसल के, सो दैट मसल पार्शियली कॉन्ट्रैक्टाइल स्टेट में रहते. तो टू परफॉर्म एनी एक्टिविटीज वो मसल टोन की रिड्यूस करना पड़ता, ओके, इनहिबिट करना पड़ता. दैट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ पिरामिडल ट्रैक्ट. एंड पिरामिडल ट्रैक्ट जब ऐसा करते ये और I mean with this basal ganglia circuit के साथ, okay, so basal ganglia inhibits gamma motor neuron and spinal cord motor neuron, and so it inhibits muscle tone. In lesion of basal ganglia, if basal ganglia, we have seen that the cerebral cortex, this basal ganglia makes a circuit. This circuit actually controls the lower motor neuron to control muscle tone. So if basal ganglia in case of pyramidal tract lesion, जब से पैरालिसिस हो जाते हैं मसल को तो some of the muscle movements are performed by these extrapyramidal fibers which are coming from the basal ganglia and thalamus. And basal ganglia, if is degenerates or defect in the basal ganglia, leads to increased tone in the muscle, hypertonicity in the muscle. It may be hypertonicity or it may be hypotonicity. This paralysis also takes place in basal ganglia lesion, but it is not always, flaccid type or whether it may be spastic type or it may be flaccid type. It depends on which circuit is involved. Which circuit is involved depends on this. In basal ganglia lesion, paralysis may be spastic type or it may be flaccid type. Next is voluntary movement. Motor activities, all the motor activities are controlled. Voluntary movements are controlled. Subconscious movement and conscious movements, all are controlled by this. But voluntary movements, as I was saying, that pyramidal tract lesion, basal ganglia and extrapyramidal tract performs these voluntary activities by maintaining muscle tone, obviously. And neuronal circuits is present between the sensory cortex, area 321 of cerebral cortex, motor cortex and basal ganglia and thalamus. ये चार के लिए एक सर्किट है, sensory cortex, motor cortex, basal ganglia, thalamus. Okay, so some of these circuits facilitated and some of these inhibited. That's why damage in the subcortical neuron leads to either rigidity or tacit paralysis. Conscious movements, for say conscious movement or cognitive control of activities, connection, this cerebral cortex and caudate nucleus is involved in these cognitive activities or behavioral activities. Cognitive activities means behavioral activities. That is when you know the activity. Suppose you have to run to catch a bus. This is, these activities, or just voluntary activities. This is called behavioral activities or cognitive activities. These conscious movements are also under control of basal ganglia and its relation with particularly caudate nucleus is involved with cerebral cortex. Similarly, subconscious movements, some learned why the activities those what you have already learned. You don't have to initiate the movement. Okay, these subconscious movements such as cutting paper or anything like this, writing alphabets, what you already have learned. These activities you do not, these occur subconsciously while you are crossing the road. Okay, sometimes it occurs subconsciously. You are performing this subconsciously. This is also because of the basal ganglia. It's a connection with the putamen and the cerebral cortex, help in this subconscious movement. Reflex muscular activities, postural reflexes particularly, and for these muscular activities, postural reflexes are very important for labyrinthine and say for change in posture. When you want to change your posture, then the labyrinthine and visual reflexes are very important. So with the connection of these structures, it controls reflex muscular activities. In basal ganglia lesion, postural reflexes are affected, become abnormal, particularly visual and labyrinthine reflexes are abnormal, leads to rigidity. And control of automatic associated movement. Some movements are automatically happen, such as the expression of face during doing a particular work, during laughing, during crying, or suppose you are doing a very hard work, your expression of your face is different than while you were when you were performing something which you are liking. So these facial expressions or swinging of arm during walking, these are automatically associated movements. These are also performed by basal ganglia. Another function is arousal mechanism. Arousal mechanism, because you know the reticular formation is actually related. So it's globus pallidus and red nucleus is involved in arousal mechanism because they have connection with reticular activating system. Now the reticular activating system जो cerebral cortex की तरह जाते हैं, these fibers, they control the ascending reticular activating system and descending reticular activating system is also there. The ascending pathway, they are responsible for this arousal mechanism and alertness. Okay, but those descending reticular activating system help in maintenance of muscle tone. देखा एक क्वेश्चन आए थे in the last year probably. So that's why I'm explaining this. This reticular activating system is responsible for arousal mechanism. This is ascending reticular activating system, ARAS. Descending reticular activating system is responsible for maintenance of muscle tone, AAC, with this basal ganglion. Okay, so these are the main functions in voluntary activities, voluntary control, reflex control, muscle tone maintenance, role in arousal mechanism. Now, the neurotransmitter, this is important for particularly for basal ganglia. This is very important. Neurotransmitters which are released from the basal ganglia. देखो एक सर्किट नहीं है, अब बोला तुमको 3-4 सर्किट्स, many not 3-4, more than 3-4 circuits are running here. So in all these 3-4 circuits, neurotransmitter is not same. एक ही neurotransmitter नहीं secrete होता है. Mainly dopamine, GABA, glutamate, acetylcholine, norepinephrine are released. These are all the neurotransmitters are released. Now here it is seen showing glutamate are red. That means cortex to thalamus, cortex to corpus striatum. These are glutamate. This blue color is GABA. This blue color is GABA. That is substantia nigra to thalamus, corpus striatum to globus pallidum. These are GABA, and dopamine is this green one. Look at this. Look at this pathway. The substantia nigra to corpus striatum, this one is dopamine pathway. This is called nigrostriatal pathway. This pathway is dopaminergic pathway. The neurotransmitter is dopamine. So this GABA and dopamine are inhibitory. So the circuit where this dopamine and GABA is secreted, those are inhibitory in nature. That means here corpus striatum is inhibiting globus pallidus. Substantia nigra is inhibiting corpus striatum. Substantia nigra is inhibiting thalamus. Okay, but glutamate is stimulatory. Corpus striatum stimulates subthalamic nucleus. Okay, cerebral cortex stimulates thalamus, or thalamus stimulates cerebral cortex, like this way. These are actual, but you have to remember this GABA and dopamine are inhibitory in nature. GABA and dopamine are inhibitory in nature. All the others, acetylcholine, norepinephrine, glutamate, these are excitatory neurotransmitter. So एक बार बताओ तुम what are the components, then I'm coming to the next lesion part. Okay, what are the components? Main components क्या क्या है? basal ganglia है क्या, पहले बताओ.
Ma'am, part of diencephalon.
I'm part of telencephalon.
Diencephalon.
Diencephalon. So yeah, head. I mean,
group of neurons present in gray matter.
These are gray matter are actually neurons, cell bodies. The group of neuron and the gray matter present subcortically under the cortex. Okay, they perform motor activities. These are basal ganglia. but these are not situated. Telencephalon नहीं बोला this is I mean starting of the lecture I'm going to discuss another part of diencephalon. Okay, this is diencephalon. Acha. So what are the main nucleic components of this basal ganglia?
Corpus striatum, substantia nigra,
Very good.
subthalamic nucleus of Lewis.
Quiz. Corpus striatum की full क्या क्या part है?
and
Caudate nucleus and
lenticular nucleus.
nucleus and lenticular nucleus की दो part क्या है?
Globus pallidus, putamen.
And putamen and globus pallidus. Very good. तो internal capsule कैसे बनते? With the relation with caudate nucleus की head, lenticular nucleus and thalamus. In this way, a V-shaped structure is formed. With their this position, this is the internal capsule. तो अभी बताओ उसको functions. What are the major functions? Number one, muscle tone maintenance. कैसे? How they perform? How they control muscle tone? By yes.
Inhibits the muscle.
Go gamma motor neuron of the spinal cord. It inhibits gamma motor neuron of spinal cord. Right. So extra pyramidal tract lesion में जो paralysis होते हैं, extra pyramidal tract then help. This basal ganglia help to maintain movement. Very good. Control of motor activities. Voluntary motors, subconscious and conscious motor activities all are controlled by basal ganglia. Voluntary movements कैसे control होता?
Sensory motors.
Sensory motors only not only sensory cortex में information जाते, वो उसके बाद कहाँ send करते? To the motor cortex. Okay. तो मोटर कॉर्टेक्स सर्किट कहाँ किस में है? तो दिखाया ना सर्किट. सोचो सर्किट कहाँ कहाँ है मोटर कॉर्टेक्स से?
Motor cortex से
caudate nucleus, then caudate nucleus से
caudate nucleus से
Lenticular nucleus, lenticular nucleus.
lenticular nucleus CCP. Okay, cortex, caudate nucleus, putamen. Then to globus pallidus. CCPG. That this way. The circuit. तो G से कहाँ जाएगा फिर? Thalamus. Thalamus उसको सेंड कहाँ करेगा? Fit to the motor cortex. Okay. हाँ. And putamen and lenticular nucleus फिर सब other I mean जो subthalamic nucleus or substantia nigra. The circuits are present among these. So these circuits control the motor cortex, influence the motor cortex to control the voluntary. Actually, the voluntary activities are initiated by motor cortex and basal ganglia with the help of thalamus control these activities. So any voluntary activities which जो cerebral cortex start करते हैं, basal ganglia and thalamus उसको control करते हैं. कितना impulse भेजना है वो by assessing the sensory information and assessing the different information coming from the mind, from the ER, ये सारे आके thalamus जाते हैं. तो thalamus ये सब assess करके send करते हैं. Conscious movement means conscious cognitive actions. So that you are going to perform any voluntary activities. You have to now go out. So you stand up and just walk out. This is the voluntary activities. These voluntary activities are by conscious movements. And subconscious movements means for conscious movements, caudate nucleus. For subconscious movement, who is responsible?
putamen.
Putamen and yes, putamen and cortex की जो I mean है cerebral cortex. So अभी बताओ subconscious movements like this, like which movement? Subconscious movement means learned, which you have already learned. जो movement को हमको I mean, we don't have to think very much about it. You know this. We have already learned this performance control that is to regulated by basal ganglia. And reflex muscular activities. Reflex muscular activities, particularly postural reflexes. तो ये postural reflex maintain करना किसको काम है? Mainly which reflexes have to maintain postural reflexes?
Labyrinthine.
Labyrinthine reflex and also
Visual.
visual reflex.
and
Labyrinthine reflex. So they, with the help of these reflexes, muscular posture is maintained, postural reflexes is maintained with the help of basal ganglia. So basal ganglia lesion, if there is lesion in basal ganglia, this labyrinthine and visual reflex maintain is not possible. It becomes difficult, defective. And what do you mean by automatic associated movements? क्या है? ऑटोमेटिक एसोसिएटेड मूवमेंट क्या है? जो मूवमेंट्स suppose during walking if you cannot walk like your arms straight, it is you have to do voluntarily, but involuntary start control of reflex muscular activity, postural reflex kiski start with the visual and labyrinthine. And automatic associated movements क्या है? What do you mean by automatic associated movements? क्या है? Automatic associated movements. Like जो से expression से हम now I'm teaching this expression which is coming, or suppose when you first meet with your friend, at the expression of say laughing or that expression, these are all automatic that you don't have to bring. These automatic movements during time, the expression, or when we say walk, you see that the movement, the arm swings when you walk. These are the automatic associated movements that are also because of the basal ganglia. And arousal mechanism, because of its connection with what? Arousal mechanism किसके साथ? Arousal mechanism. Which part of brain? Yeah.
Reticular activating system.
Reticular activating system. Okay, reticular activating system. Now you say, what are the neurotransmitter released? कौन से neurotransmitter released? What are the neurotransmitter released by basal ganglion nuclei?
Ma'am, dopamine, GABA,
Right.
glutamate,
GABA, glutamate,
ma'am,
acetylcholine,
norepinephrine, etc. Right. But mostly all are excitatory except two. Which two? Inhibitory neurotransmitter?
Dopamine
Which-
and GABA.
डोपामिन एंड गाबा. तो तुम बताओ तो एक डोपामिनर्जिक पाथवे, डोपामिनर्जिक पाथवे ये कॉर्टेक्स न्यूक्लियर आई मीन दिस बेसल गैंग्लिया में कौन सी सर्किट में डोपामिनर्जिक न्यूरॉन आर प्रेजेंट? देखो सर्किट, देखो जो सर्किट दिखाया ना, ये सर्किट में देखो कहाँ है डोपामिनर्जिक न्यूरॉन? This one is
Stratum to
dopamine.
substantia nigra.
Corpus stratum to substantia nigra is GABA, and this one is what? Substantia nigra to corpus stratum. So nigrostriatal pathway, nigra to corpus stratum. This pathway is dopaminergic pathway. And these are GABA. This two one are GABA. Okay. Now, let's say disorders of basal ganglia. As there are the many circuits are running in the different nuclei of basal ganglia and cerebral cortex and thalamus. There are, depending on the circuits involved, there are many disorders. Not a single disorder is there. There are many disorders, but chief one is Parkinsonism. Only I am discussing Parkinsonism. Besides this, there are other different disorders are there, but this Parkinsonism is most important. So I'm only discussing this. So Parkinsonism is actually a degenerative disease. It's a degenerative disease of nervous system, where this is mainly because of damage of the dopaminergic neuron in the basal ganglia. Especially you have seen that dopaminergic neuron is present in the substantia nigra to the corpus striatum. It is called nigrostriatal pathway. This is called nigrostriatal pathway. Besides this, several other dopaminergic neurons are also present in the basal ganglia. But and also in the brain, in other parts of the brain are also present. This dopaminergic neuron damage leads to Parkinsonism. So Parkinsonism's signs and symptoms are this: Parkinsonism develops very slowly. So it takes long time to notice that this Parkinsonism has developed. The features mainly are: number one, tremor. Tremor is static tremor. That is when the patient is at rest. Tremor takes place when the patient is at rest. Okay, and this tremor is called static tremor or resting tremor. And this, when the patient try to perform any work, this tremor disappear. Okay, so when the patient, at rest, the tremor takes place, and the tremor is called drum beating tremor because the tremor is like, can you see my arm, my hand? So see, the drum is like when someone beats a drum, the movement is like this. In case of head, you see, look like this. You could very clearly see this pattern of tremor. It is different. This tremor is different from the cerebral tremor of the cerebral lesion. It is drum beating type of. This is like this. Okay, the tremor is like this, not like this. This is like this. Hand move like this. Okay, so this is called drum beating tremor. And static tremor, when the patient is at rest, the tremor takes place. Whenever he or she go to perform any work, this tremor disappear. Next, this rigidity. Because of muscle tone, you told that you know that basal ganglia controls the muscle tone. So if due to lesion of basal ganglia, muscle tone is increased, both the flexion and extension are affected, and because of this rigidity, as the more muscle tone, because there is no control on the lower motor neuron, as the muscle tone is increased, so the limbs are like pillar-like, a statue-like structure. It's called lead pipe rigidity. Lead की pipe जैसा rigid है and straight है, no movement. Normally we say our limbs are very flexible. That flexibility will go. It likes a limb. It looks like a very straight, stiff. These limbs are, and it in the later stage it extends to the head and neck. The head and neck also become very rigid. See here, this is showing the substantia nigra. This is the substantia nigra. The corpus striatum ki pathway is normal neuron. Dopamine is released and it leads to normal movement. But in the Parkinsonism affected neuron, very few dopamines are released, so abnormal movement disorder. Next, speech problem. The speech is very soft and very rapid. Sometimes scanning, sometimes hesitate to speak. Scanning means he has to search the word, search for word. It is not say very prompt or not. It does the words are not easily coming. The speech is very soft, means like slow, soft, and this the words very rapidly spoken, but the soft means क्या कहे आस्ते आस्ते কথা বলবে, but very rapid words, but very niche, low volume. Soft means actually low volume, and sometimes hesitate to speak, and the words they have to scan the word. Movements slow, movements going too slow, and to perform any work the movements are so slow it takes long time to perform any work, and gradually the patient is unable to initiate motor movements. This is called bradykinesia, and this is called unable to initiate motor movement is called akinesia. And lastly, the voluntary activities are reduced, and because of hypertonicity, because of rigidness, the voluntary activities are very reduced, and automatic associated movements are lost. Although automatic, there is no expression in the mouth, like during movement the patient moves like stands or sit like a statue without any expression, without any like he or she has no feelings. So it's like a statue-like body and mask-like face. And the normal gait is lost. Normally, as gait means manner of walking is lost. There is very fascinant gait. Fascinant gait is a short step, very rapid short steps. They take rapid short steps and with forward bending. This is called fascinant gait. Short steps, forward bending while walking, and the person is emotionally very upset. So these are the problems of this Parkinsonism. Now I'm coming to the dopamine. So you see, this is the tremor. Tremor is what type of tremor in Parkinsonism?
Static tremor.
Static tremor, and the static tremor is also seen in other lesion of other parts of the brain. But speciality of the tremor in Parkinsonism, you could easily identify that this tremor is कैसे होगा ट्रेमर?
मैम ड्रम जैसे बीट करते हैं वैसे
ड्रम बीटिंग टाइप ऑफ ट्रेमर. इवन हेड एंड नेक आल्सो ड्रम बीटिंग. and वो जब कोई काम करने शुरू करेगा, काम करने चाहते से if he or she want to hold a glass, that tremor disappear. अगर जब रेस्ट में रहते रेस्टिंग ट्रेमर और स्टैटिक ट्रेमर. नेक्स्ट और क्या? Reduced facial expression, so it gives mask like appearance. Mask ऐसा कोई expression नहीं है, कोई feeling नहीं है, it looks like this. So mask like appearance, and body is also statue like. During walking there is no automatic associated movement. As a straight without any associated movement, is walking or sitting like. So this is called statue like body and mask like face. और क्या movements? How are the movements? Movements कैसी है?
स्लो मूवमेंट मैम.
Very slow movement. Initial इसको कहते हैं bradykinesia. इसको कहते हैं bradykinesia. Very slow movement. And later on, all the voluntary activities और voluntary कोई काम नहीं करना चाहेगा. So voluntary activities akinesia. इसको voluntary activities नहीं करना चाहेगा और very slow. Stiffness, why the stiffness? Stiffness क्यों?
मैम decreasing muscle tone.
Muscle tone is increased. That's why there is stiffness and rigidity. And late pipe, like limbs are very rigid, so late pipe low. And very important change in posture is ये झुक जाएगा सामने, झुक जाएगा ऐसा. और gait, it's very important. जो तुम वो gait देख के पता चलेगा जो ये इसको पार्किंसनिज्म है. कैसे gait कैसे है? How is gait of a Parkinson patient? Gait, how was the gait? Abhishek?
Ma'am, fast walking, small steps.
Small step. हाँ. First, very
Fast
fast
walking and turn around.
और क्या है? फॉरवर्ड बेंडिंग, सामने झुक जाएगा.
Forward bending.
फॉरवर्ड
Yes,
बेंडिंग.
ma'am.
लाइक वो गिर जा रहा है. इसका जब वो हटेगा ऐसा समझने लगे कि उसको वो गिर जाएगा. मगर द स्टेप्स आर लाइक दिस. इसको एक नाम है. इसको क्या कहते हैं? Fastinant gait. This gait is called fastinant gait. Okay. So these are the parts. अब ये चलो ट्रीटमेंट. ट्रीटमेंट क्या है? This, what is the cause of this? Cause क्या है? What is the cause of Parkinsonism?
मैम लो secretion डोपामिन.
डोपामिन. तो क्या चाहिए? उसको डोपामिन देना चाहिए. हाँ. तो ट्रीटमेंट इज डोपामिन. Now if only dopa if injected, see, as to reach to the brain, it is to cross the blood-brain barrier. Dopa cannot, go through the blood-brain barrier, so it cannot reach into the brain. So instead of dopa, initially L-dopa is used. Levorotatory dopa, L and D form, levorotatory and dextrorotatory. So this L-dopa was used. L-dopa blood-brain barrier cross कर सकता and वो brain में reach कर सकता. In the brain, it is converted to dopa and it inhibits the symptoms and signs and symptoms of Parkinsonism. But this L-dopa is not only it is converted into dopa in the brain, this L-dopa is also converted into dopa in the liver, and so it causes damage in the liver and the pancreas. The liver and the stomach particularly, this L-dopa. So it has got an enormous side effect. So nowadays, L-dopa with the help of carbidopa is used. Carbidopa can easily cross the blood-brain barrier and it reaches the brain and it is converted into carbidopa can convert it into dopamine, but it is not converted. It is not utilized by liver cells. So that's why carbidopa is now used. L-dopa is a carbidopa is now used. Okay, this is the treatment of basal ganglia. Now you see, this is the typical appearance of Parkinsonism: marked facial expression, forward tilting, arm, reduced arm, tremor, swinging, and it's rigid like lead pipes. Elbows are flexed and wrist, elbow, and so this is rigidity actually because of this rigidity. Trembling of extremities, and see rotating of this the fingers. You may have seen very old people. Sometimes they are moved. This thumb, this move above this index and middle finger like this, like roll. Okay, this. Sometimes you have seen it's very old people. This is because of basal ganglia damage. This type of movement. The thumb. Sorry, this is the thumb. The thumb moves above this index finger and middle finger always, like rolling a pill. As if you want to roll a pill, this movement is constantly they are doing this. This is a feature of Parkinsonism. This rigidity and stoop posture, short-stepped gait, Parkinsonism. So this all about Parkinsonism and basal ganglia. Okay, Parkinsonism is very एक तुम्हारे बहुत सारे बार आए थे Parkinsonism. Basal ganglia connections एक दो बार आए थे, मगर Parkinsonism तो बहुत सारे बार आया. So देखो Parkinsonism ये अच्छा ही है. तुम ये picture just try to remember this picture so that you could easily understand. ठीक है. चलो next. This all about basal ganglia. Next go to the thalamus. Thalamus के ऊपर थोड़ा एकदम small एक lecture VRG finish कर दे रहा है thalamus. Then I could finish cerebral cortex in the next class. Thalamus is the part of diencephalon. I'm sorry, extremely sorry. Pura Thalamus is the part of diencephalon. Yes, diencephalon. Is diencephalon and situated bilaterally, both sides. Obviously, basal ganglia and all these features are situated bilaterally. It's on each side is divided into 5 main nuclear groups. You don't have to remember all these nuclear groups. That's to understand. I'm giving this 5 main nuclear group. And the thalamic radiations are band of fibers. The radiation means peduncle or radiations are band of fibers or bundle of nerve fibers that connecting cerebral cortex and the thalamus. So you see this are the thalamus. You see this is the thalamus, this is the head of the caudate nucleus, this is the tail of the caudate nucleus as we have seen substantia nigra. This is the same old picture and here it is showing these two thalamus looks like this. These are the nuclei of the thalamus. This is the anterior group, anterior nuclear group. This is the posterior, this is the pulvinar group. You see, only you have to remember this is the ventral group and this is the dorsal side group. These are the dorsal nuclei and this is the ventral nuclei. Of this ventral nuclei, you have learnt about this ventral posterolateral nucleus and ventrolateral nucleus. Particularly this ventral posterolateral nucleus, here all the sensory tracts they reach here, they synapse here, from here they go to the cerebral cortex, okay, sensory cortex. So this is the ventral posterolateral nucleus of the thalamus. So many times we have mentioned about this, where we have seen the second order neuron end in the thalamus, then from here third order neuron of sensory tract arises and go to the cerebral cortex. They mostly end in the ventral posterolateral nucleus of thalamus, mostly. Say pain, touch, temperature, etc. These fibers. So this thalamus act as the lower center for this sensory sensation, but this lower center is for subconscious sensation, not for conscious sensation. When the sensation reaches to the cerebral cortex, that is conscious, but when it reaches to the thalamus, the subconscious pain, temperature, touch sensation is there. This you see, the reticular nucleus connects with the reticular activating system. And you see here the medial geniculate body and the lateral geniculate body is connected with vision and hearing. Lateral geniculate body and medial geniculate body, they have connection with occipital cortex and the temporal lobe, and so related to same. Anterior, now 4 groups. Thalamic radiation. Thalamic radiation is easy to remember. See that anterior portion or frontal radiation, cerebral cortex to medial and lateral thalamic nuclei, as it is going to frontal cortex. The frontal part of cortex is motor. Is a motor here is a cerebral cortex, so motor active, mainly motor fibers are there. Superior centroparietal, that is somastatic area to the lateral thalamus. As it is coming, the fibers are coming from somastatic area, so these fibers are sensory fiber. Area 3 2 words, so these are sensory fibers. Posterior radiation or occipital radiation, thalamus with the occipital lobe. Occipital lobe, is concerned with vision, so this tract radiation is also concerned with vision. Posterior or occipital radiation, and inferior temporal radiation is temporal lobe to the medial geniculate body, as I shown in the see here. Here you see lateral geniculate body is the posterior and is the medial geniculate body. So inferior to temporal radiation is temporal lobe of cerebral cortex, medial geniculate body concerned with hearing. This functions relay center. Already you know this. What is the meaning of this relay center? All the sensory tracts, not all, majority of the sensory tracts, they before going to the cerebral cortex, they relay or they end in the thalamus. From here, the third order neuron comes and then go to the cerebral cortex. So they act as the relay center of the sensory sensations, and the sensations are processed here. Relay means क्यों ये आते impulse इधर, some processing takes place here, then impulse कौन सी impulse भेजना है, कौन सी impulse नहीं भेजना है, ये is decided by thalamus. So it's processed here and before passing to the cerebral cortex. Center for processing sensory information. Center for hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Center for processing of sensory information. All the sensory impulses reaching here before entering into the cerebral cortex. So it acts as a functional gateway of cerebral cortex. जितना sensory information है, ये पहले thalamus को आना है. Thalamus decide करेगा कौन किसी को घुसाना है, किसी को नहीं घुसाना है, impulse को नहीं जाने देना है. So that's why it acts as a functional gateway. It's modified and integrates all the sensory impulse. Center for determining quality sensation. Quality of whether the sensation is pleasant sensation or unpleasant sensation, this is determined by thalamus. And center for sexual sensation, perception, center for perception of sexual sensation, and arousal and alertness because of relation with, obviously we have already seen thalamus has relation with reticular activity system, particularly ascending reticular activating system. So its role is with arousal and alertness. And center of reflex activities, because all the sensory fibers are relay here, so it forms many reflex activities. And you see that medial genicular body and lateral genicular hearing and visual informations are coming here. Accordingly, the reflex takes place. The visual reflex, labyrinthine reflex. So these are also center for several reflex activities. And center of integration of motor activities. Motor pyramidal tract is not passing through the thalamus, as all the sensory fibers passing through the thalamus, but not the motor fibers. Hello? Yes. But, the basal ganglia and the cerebellum in connection with thalamus integrates motor activities. As a part of extrapyramidal system, it controls motor activities. Not the pyramidal fiber, but as the part of extrapyramidal fiber, it integrates with basal ganglia and cerebellum. We have just seen this and control motor activities. Okay. These are the functions of thalamus. And in the next class we will discuss about cerebral cortex. With that I will finish my discussion on nervous system. तो तुम पूरा एक बार पढ़ लो, पूरा nervous system एक बार पढ़ लो, देखो if there is any कुछ problem है तो पूछो, ठीक है? Okay, students?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.